All right, I'm looking to build a mantle for this fireplace. This is a cathedral ceiling, and I am not about to build a full, chimney all the way up, which would probably be the ideal look. I am just going to build a small mantle, something simple. This is for my own personal house. I don't want to get too fancy with it. This is a propane fireplace, and we just want something aesthetically pleasing. So I'm going to start by centering down from my beam and kind of getting a good layout of where I want to start working from and framing from. So we're going to get started. Helping? Yeah. Helping me build the mantle. Yes. Sounds good. Using my laser to position. That looks about right. Set it right down. 42 and 5/8. So my windows are about 5/8 of an inch off from the center of my beam. So I'm going to cheat it halfway. I'm going to go 42 1/4. Yeah. All right, I got it all framed up here. And my plan is I need about 6 inches of non-combustible material around the firebox. So I'm going to cut some concrete board that's going to fit around the fireplace there, and then the rest is going to get wrapped in MDF, so it's paintable. And then I'm going to kind of do some trim details. I'm kind of making it up as I go, and just kind of doing what I think looks right. I also have a bunch of just random trims from renovating my own house and pulling out trim from other houses, and so I'm just going to kind of piece it together and see if I can make it look good. All right, so I got the concrete board on around. Now I'm gonna start wrapping this with MDF. So basically the MDF is more or less gonna be the base layer. I plan on doing kind of like a paneled look here, a panel here, panel on the side, panel on the other side, kind of shaker. So I'll kind of cover my corners with 1x and do some flat, and then maybe a crown around the bottom with my mantle on top. So that's the plan, and we're gonna get started on cutting some MDF. All right, what I'm doing now is I've got the top cut, basically a 4-inch overhang. My crown, it only sticks out 2.5 inches. So this is 4 inches overhang all the way around. This is just a 3/4 inch sheet of birch ply on top. And I'm just putting some thick blocks underneath, screwing it in this way, screwing it up this way, and then I will put rips of birch underneath. So obviously that little bit that's shown will be a nice paint grade. And then I'll just do a nosing around the entire face of it to cover that up. So it'll look kind of like a 3-inch thick top on it when it's all painted up. But you're kind of getting a look here of what it's going to look like. Right, so here's what I did. You witnessed me screwing these in. So then I just went around with a little combination square, just made sure I was running square down, and I nailed some strips under here. so that when you look under there, it's a nice paint grade. I wasn't worrying about that being tight because there's gonna be a crown molding here that covers that gap. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. And now this is my nosing that's gonna go in the front. All right, so I have my nosing all the way around, nailed in, so that is my mantle. That'll all get painted. And now I am working on kind of the shaker panel look. I'm gonna run pieces all the way down on each side and create like a small little shadow box inside there, and then crown will go around, and there'll be a small little shadow box along this side as well. And I'll probably just leave a small reveal up here for my base to wrap around. And then we'll call it a day. So I'm gonna go ahead and nail this on. All right. Key to this here is I want that to flush out. Good. All right, so I got the shadow box all built, and then this is the crown I'm doing here. This is literally left over from my kitchen. It matches my kitchen cabinets. Obviously I have extra, so I decided to use it. And then this is just what it's gonna look like all the way down. My base will come here, and I think I'll shorten the base a little bit. And then I'll bring it around the fireplace and wrap it down and around and into this here. So it's coming along. I've got the other side to finish up and do the crown on that side as well, but it's starting to look like something. All right, last piece of crown is going in. All right, so you guys saw me do the crown here, and now each side is done. Little shadow box. Whenever I'm doing any sort of secondary piece, I like to shorten my base up and butt it in. Just adds a little more dimension to it instead of just tying it all the way around. It almost looks like a separate piece, like a piece of furniture or something. So I wrap those around. This will get something, we're not sure yet, either tile in there or potentially just some like slate or something like that will go in there. But everything is wrapped up all the way around. We're happy with it. I mean, for something that I had no plans, I literally just built it out of my head. I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, ideally we would have loved to go all the way up to the ceiling with something grand and big, but we just didn't have the time and budget to do that. So this one's a wrap.